But looking at generation now, right? I don't think technology is considered a reward already. It's more like a daily.
It's more like essential.
I don't like the fact that they like to take very sexy picture. And then number two, I don't understand the culture of wanting to get another half very badly. Third thing that I don't understand is I don't like the way they answer people. I don't understand like why when the kids is crying and their solution is throw them a phone. When they're very noisy jumping around, the solution is throw them a phone. Let them watch YouTube and
Or
they will
iPad.
sit down. Here's something we want to settle before we even start. Is every 5 years basically a generation gap? If the answer is yes, then the gap between us, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha isn't one generation, but it's actually three. And that changes everything we are about to say.
Welcome to another new episode of Off Script with us. And this week, it's just gonna be something casual. We're just gonna talk about something casual. It's like basically, I won't say compare, but to see like what's the obvious difference of us growing up. By the way, I'm 22. I'm 22 this year. So like we want to see how are the new generation kids that is growing up, which is the like kids that is born after 2010. Is it?
Yep. Or maybe sometimes it's even like kids that is born like just after us. Because I
Mm.
realized that like how we mentioned just at the beginning, realizing that every 5 years is actually already a generation gap. So meaning is that maybe from us, the generation gap maybe like if you ask like kids who is like 2009, then
Mm.
they will have another experience as well.
Yeah, definitely. And before we start, let's start with our weekly catch up with each other.
Yes.
So what have you been up to this week?
Basically, I'm running the project as usual. And yeah,
Mm.
you know what project I'm talking about, right? But
Yeah.
it's PNZ. I can't really talk much. But recently, I am very much into psychology,
Oh,
like listening to psychology podcasts.
whoa.
And then
Okay.
that is like a very meaningful thing that I hear today, which is does does how you grow up,
Okay.
okay, affects how you see the world.
Mm. Oh, okay. I agree. Basically, a person's like upbringing
Mm-hmm.
can shape how they are as a person when they come out to the society.
Yeah, and they also mention things about like if let's say today you like we have a stereotype that if you are having a trauma, you'll grow up like treating other people like which is like you think they should also get a trauma or something. But then somehow actually people who grows up with a trauma, they will most likely to be the savior, but they won't save themselves.
This is so deep.
Yes, it's very interesting to
Okay,
to
we shall
listen though.
we shall discuss more on that later. But for me, this week has been a bit hectic because I'm on my finals. I'm on my finals week, guys. I literally just finished I literally just finished my second paper, which is marketing intelligence and research. I'm not really confident with that subject.
It's okay. At least you enjoy the process of learning about human.
Yeah, definitely. Or about like psychology and everything. I feel like maybe you would like this. But it's this psychology is more towards consumer behavior. Like how people how to attract or how to make people buy something. But in a consumer perspective, you won't know that it's engineered by marketers. Yeah, I learned a lot of stuff and I loved that. Let's go back to the thingy you read. What was it again?
It was about some basically like I say right, it's like a savior. Like if today you're like grow up with trauma,
Mm-hmm.
you will most likely not want anyone to encounter that trauma. So you'll consistently help people. You'll consistently try to save people. But in return, right, you will feel happy because you save people. But again, you did not manage to save yourself.
So it's like tho- those people that has encountered those past trauma before,
Mhm.
they are more likely to like want to end the trauma with them. Like they don't want to bring it forward to the next generation or
Yeah.
like the next people. Yeah. About this, like growing up with trauma, do you think you growing up you have any trauma growing up?
I mean, I wouldn't call it as trauma, but there's definitely some bad memories.
Okay, let's not call it trauma. Maybe how would I say, like, inconveniences.
Like I say, I like how you say, we don't call it trauma, but I
Mm.
would say it's more towards bad memories. Because personally, it depends on what do you think trauma is. Okay, maybe like stereotypically for me, trauma is more like abusive, or maybe
Something deeper
yeah,
lah.
something deeper, something like physically hurt, or something like like physically like hurting you, like
Mm.
threatening you, or maybe like can reach the point that it's going to police station and so on. But for me, I didn't really encounter anything like that,
Mm.
like physical harm or something. But if you want to say bad memories, definitely there are a lot. I would say, because life is a process, right?
Yeah, we're
But
all human.
but again, in the podcast, they also mentioned that every good thing comes with a bad thing. Every bad thing comes with a good thing.
Basically, there's no 100% perfect like
Yes.
model
So
out there.
in this bad relationship, not bad relationship, sorry, in this bad memory,
Mm.
okay, that's never something you earn. So let's say today your friend decided to boycott you. Your friend don't want to be your friends anymore. Then you will start to sit down and think about, okay, why? Then you start to think about yourself. And then at the same time you will think about how to treat people who treat you nicely in a better way.
Mm.
So I would say it's like everything comes with pros and cons.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But going back to our topic, like comparing to new gen kids growing up, what do you think the biggest difference is comparing us with them?
Okay. So in short, right, I would say, right, back then for us to play digital device, okay,
Okay,
to
okay.
play handphones, iPads,
Basically
laptop,
technologies.
yeah, any technology, right, it's like a gift, you know. I think, like, I don't know, for me, right, it's limited. Like the hours is limited. My parents will not let me use whenever I want. Okay. And also I don't think we are accessible to that much um exposure in terms of social media exposure.
Mm.
Because I remember my first phone, right? I have it when I was 13. Like my actual my phone.
Okay, okay.
And then right, we don't have data. The only data that you have, right, maybe it's like maximum 1 GB.
Mm.
And your mom will say, you will use Wi-Fi at home.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
what's the point of, like, why would I give you data?
Mm.
Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But then now when I see younger generations, right, I think they are like, if there is no data, right, I think they are gone.
Maybe like a 5-year-old holding like a iPhone 17 Pro Max 2 TB.
Yeah, I think it's kind of, I think they are richer than me at this point.
No, because like we said, the generation is
Yeah,
different.
yeah, yeah,
already.
yeah, yeah.
Actually, I grew up with technology, but not that much
Mm.
compared to the kids right now.
Mm.
I think I agree with what you said. Like
Mm.
technology back then was like a reward for
Yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah.
Like after school, we cannot just easily have access to like phones.
Mm.
We have to wait. Maybe like we finish like a certain like homework or something, and I was like, "Hi mom, hi dad, I finished like this like something already." It's like, "Can I borrow your phone?" It's always I'm always like borrowing my parents' phone. Like I don't really have my own phone until I think primary late primary 5 or primary 6, which is 11, 12, like that. And that phone was my dad's old phone.
Yeah.
And then you want to guess what phone was that?
iPhone 4.
No. Guys, brace yourself. My first phone was a BlackBerry.
BlackBerry.
My first phone was a BlackBerry. And you know, the BlackBerry model is like they have the cursor,
Uh-huh.
the ball
Uh.
on in the middle. So if you want to move the cursor
And you
on
need
the
to
screen, you need
move
to
the
scroll.
ball, right?
Yeah, you need to move it. And low-key, I kind of miss that phone.
Oh.
And then you have like individual buttons for like basically a full physical keyboard
Mm.
on a phone.
Oh yeah, you know, like the Nokia vibe.
Yeah. But I can surf the internet with that
Oh.
BlackBerry, but it's like very laggy lah. Got like you can access email as well. You can watch YouTube, but it's in browser form. Yeah. And you know what happened to that phone?
What?
It got stolen.
Bye.
basically our house got broke in.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the person took the phone. The person did not take any laptop.
Mm.
There's a bunch of laptop on like the computer table,
Mm.
but that person didn't touch any of it. They took my BlackBerry phone and my Reebok backpack, like literally just a simple Reebok backpack. But you know this burglar or like this person,
Mm.
it's kind of quite moral a bit lah,
Why?
because I would say like he switched my Reebok bag with of like no brand the bag. So he didn't just steal the bag, he replaced the bag.
He changed the bag.
Yeah, and then when the police came, like I remember like we asked them to take the bag with them because like we don't want like anything to do with the person in the bag. Yeah, but that's one of my core memory of having access to like my own phone.
Mm.
Yeah.
But looking at generation now, right? I don't think technology is considered a reward already. It's more like a daily asset.
It's more like
sure.
essential.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since I just finished my exam, let me tell you guys. So we have this theory called the Maslow hierarchy. Okay. So Maslow hierarchy is the human needs.
Mhm.
I think it's a bit outdated, but it's still a theory that people use lah. So the most bottom part is human. We have physiological needs, which is basic needs like shelter, food, whatever like that, right? Things that you need to survive. And then the second is safety. So if you have access to physiological already, then you will go to safety. Safety like personal insurance, you will go buy personal insurance or hire bodyguard, security, house alarm. And then after safety, it's social, where maybe you get like a club membership, like you want to meet people, networking, you buy tickets to go to events. And the next one is esteem, like self-esteem. Like you started a business and the business is going very well. You want to show people your status. So you go and buy a Rolex. That's self-esteem. And then the last one is self-actualization, where like you're a peak already lah. You have everything in life already.
Oh.
Yeah, so smartphones for kids this day are, I think, physiological need.
I think it is lah.
Yeah, especially the internet culture with that like their generation's internet culture is crazy, because up until now I still don't understand what the hell is 6-7.
Don't say you. Until now, I still don't know what skibidi toilet, bro.
About skibidi toilet, my brother got a. But have I shown you before?
The toilet game, is it?
My brother bought like an actual like skibidi toilet thingy.
Huh?
Yeah, and then like there's a button where you can press, and then the head pop up from the toilet bowl, and then the flush thingy, right? When you press down, like there's literally like a flushing sound.
Oh.
And it's just a piece of plastic. That's it.
It reminds me of the old game, you know, like the flush it game. You know, like
Flush
the
it game.
like you need to. I don't know how, but then somehow it's like if you constantly press, right, like basically you'll roll the dice or something, and then you'll like click how many times you flush the toilet. So the person who lose, right, is the actual toilet spit out the water one. It's like it's called a flush.
Is it like
I don't know,
board game?
Yeah, it's a board game, but I don't know what's the exact name. But it's like a board game. Looks like a toilet. Yeah.
I think I have some recollection, but I don't.
And then got another one. It's like pump the poop one. So you pump, and then the poop will come out.
What have you been playing growing
Like
up?
I say, growing up, right, we don't have access to a smartphone that much. So how we interact with one another, it's more towards board games or maybe communications.
About this, is that why our like people around our age have more interest towards board games?
I think so. Maybe for me, yes. Like personally, I wouldn't say I'm a fan of board game.
But I can entertain.
Yeah, but it's more like I will be like easily fulfilled playing board game, talking to friends. I mean, it's also very dependent on who you're playing with. Because if today you're playing with a group of people who is like very egoistic. So they just want to win. They don't want to communicate. If today they are losing, they just flip the table, leaving the hall.
Very competitive.
Yeah,
lah.
like a bit, they're like, I lose. I'm gonna leave. How am I losing? Hello. It doesn't make sense. No, if people like that, definitely we will not play board games with them, right?
Right.
But if today everyone is like how I interact with you usually, right? It's like suddenly I see something funny and then I'll think, hey, this is so dumb. Oh my god. And then have you ever heard of like Joke Hazard?
Joke Hazard.
It's
How
a
is it?
board game.
How
Basically,
is it?
it's like a comic, right? But then you flip, right? All of the picture is quite explicit. And then
Okay.
it'll form into a story. So I say I'll flip, there's a question, and then I will like put out some games. Like
Is it like Cut Against Humanity?
yeah, something similar.
Okay, okay,
So,
okay.
like, when it comes to games like that, you need to have friends who is like very like on the same channel with you.
Mm.
Because imagine, right, you're doing some jokes and then after that they don't understand. So it's kind of
Oh.
cutting off the mood.
But I feel like it's because of this, it's easier, not easier, it's like more like in that moment. How do I explain this? Basically, you get to understand or like 了解
Yeah, yeah.
一个人 better when you are playing board games, especially you guys are like new friends or
Yeah.
what.
I think like recently a lot of like Instagram, not to say Instagram pages, not to say
Mm.
Instagram accounts, but I would say a lot of like there is a new type of business whereby instead of they forming an actual business, they forming an actual like R&D or what, but somehow they gather people for social events and they host the social event.
Like how, what do you mean?
Basically, it's like, let's say today you want to have social, right? You want to social with people, right? And then they'll have like, tell me a bit about yourself, and they will put you with strangers on a table. Have you ever heard of time left?
Yeah,
Something like that. Like I feel like this is a very smart way of
Meeting people.
Like smart way of business. Like basically, you allow people to meet, and at the same time you earn, which is like
Oh,
a
time
win-win
left, they pay
situation.
you?
They don't pay me.
No, I mean like do they pay users?
No. I mean they earn money with that. Means they are business model. You get it? It's they are business model, which I think is kind of smart. Okay, but back to the newer generation.
Yeah.
Okay, so like we say, we bond by board games, but when we look at newer generation, right now, they can literally sit on the same table
And
and
not
everyone
talk.
just play their phone.
Yeah. Because their phone is where they meet people.
But I'm kind of curious though, if phone is where they meet people, right? Then how does going to school works for them? Do they still talk to their friends?
Actually, very good question. I'm not sure. But I do have a cousin that is quite young, which
Mhm.
is around at that like the new gens lah.
Mm.
I feel like for my cousin,
Mm.
she is quite outgoing. Yeah, so she's not someone that is like, I'll just play on phone and not talk. But she is constantly on her phone lah. Like any games, they have any games on their phone.
Mm.
Like I think there's like 30 or 40 apps of games. Yeah. That's their version of board games. Unfortunately.
I think the games in my phone, right? It can count with like one hand, you know.
Actually same. I don't really have much
I
game.
don't even have games.
But my favorite game now is, this is not paid or sponsored, but it's Block Blast.
hey, same. I think we are on the same page. My two favorite game now is Block Blast and Sudoku.
Yeah, because I feel like Block Blast, it just gives you the dopamine hit very fast and very like very fast.
Yeah, the moment I clear the line, right, I'm happy already. That's
Yeah,
all.
and then I won't be like I won't get addicted. Wait, no, actually I take it back. I will get addicted.
You are addicted.
But if I'm doing something like I have a lot of stuff to do,
Mhm.
but I still need a quick entertainment, I
Yeah.
will go for Block Blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I'm addicted to social media. Like if I watch social media, I will not stop. But Block Blast, I will stop.
Social media wise, it's kinda okay with me. Just TikTok specifically.
No, for me, it's I don't really scroll TikTok. I like to scroll Instagram.
Oh, so
Ah.
Instagram is like your doom scrolling app.
It's like I doom scroll, but then when I doom scroll, I cannot stop, right? So what I do is I'll play Block Blast. So the blockbuster, I finish one game, right? I close it and I move on. I just move on from there.
Please. It's a universal experience.
Yeah. But back then, right, we don't have blockbusters, you know. We play Tetris better.
Tetris, the
Snake.
tic-tac-toe,
A-
snake and
And then after that,
ladder.
it's like how we access, right? It's not app, you know. It's through Facebook.
OMG.
I think the newer generation don't even know what is Facebook.
Guys, about this, have you ever heard
Pet
of...
Society.
Okay, I never played that last time. Yeah.
I love Pet Society. I think if today, right, anyone scroll my Facebook, anyone stalk my old Facebook that was stolen, that was hacked by people, anyone stalk
Really?
that, right, you will see a gallery of Pet Society.
And then they always make you share it in your Facebook feed, right? Like you like all your Facebook friends know like what game are you playing.
And everyone knows that I am a Pet Society fan.
One more thing, I have to say this before I forget. Do you still remember back then Facebook is like very famous for like upload your picture and then you can see your future kid. And then they want you to share it to your feed.
I'll upload your picture and see your future.
Yeah, and then like to see your future family.
What the heck? Now I think about it. What the heck? Such a scam.
Actually, if you think back, it's last time it's our like the current ChatGPT or like AI.
Hey, I think, right, if we talk about this, right, we can talk like it's like a nostalgia, you know.
Yeah. Actually, maybe
I think kids nowadays don't even know that.
okay. Let me ask you this. Do you know what is y8.com?
No.
Do you know what is y8.com? Okay, our team behind the camera knows what is y8.com. So let me tell you what is y8.com. Y8.com is basically a website that you can play a bunch of online games.
The one that always like two player fighting on your app. Okay, I don't know the name, but I know what is y8.com.
That is literally one of my core, like while growing up, it's one of my core memories.
Yeah, and back then, right, even though we are playing with, even though we are using technologies, right, but we still need to interact with one another because we are always playing two versus like one versus one type of game, and it's like in the same like Y8
on the same device.
Y8, right? It's like on the same device,
Yeah.
and we'll be like fighting with each other. One person, right, will be using the arrow keys. Another person will be using the WASD.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we do back then.
Yes. I unlocked like a core memory.
Yeah,
in me.
but now, right, everyone just play their phone on their own social media. And one thing I don't understand, right, is that some of the TikTok trends, right, make me cringe. But the generation nowadays will constantly do it.
because we don't really get
The
the
hype, right?
the hype and the context on the meaning behind it.
Not wrong.
And most of those like internet memes now, they have no meaning because what is 6-7?
I don't know, 6-7.
Exactly, there's no meaning to it, but it just became a meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we've talked about technology.
Mm.
We've talked about social media.
Mm.
Now we play a little bit of mini game.
Mm.
I will ask you.
Mm-hmm.
I will say out like the generation, for example, millennials, Gen Z, and then when I say that specific word out or generation out, you need to give me like a stereotype you have in your head.
Oh,
So I ask you two, you ask me two.
okay, can.
Okay. So I start first.
Okay.
Boomer.
Okay. Not knowing what memes are about.
Okay. Fair enough. Another one is Gen Z.
Gen Z. Bradley.
Oh. I think I'm gonna get hate.
No, okay. Instead of like saying you, okay, if people tell me Gen Z, first thing I have it's futuristic.
Future.
But somehow like like sometimes when people call you Gen Z, right, it's because the way you dress, right, is very like futuristic.
Y2K.
Y2K vibe. That's why people call them as Gen Z. Yeah.
Okay.
So what about
Fair
you?
enough.
Let's say I talk about Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha 6-7. I
Okay.
think I said this 3 times
I
already.
think 6-7 is like the main thing of today, but no.
Okay. Another word for Gen Alpha I can think of it's strawberry generation.
Strawberry generation.
You know why?
Why?
Because I feel like a lot of them are like getting babied by their parents a lot.
Not wrong. Okay, when I talk about millennials,
Millennials, not really tech savvy.
Oh, you know, if people tell me millennials, what's the first thing in my brain?
What?
Forced marriage.
That is so out of topic.
I don't know why.
Why
I don't
forced
know why
marriage
first thing
though?
because I was having this convo with my friend
Uh-huh.
a few days ago, and then we kind of like got confused. Like suddenly we talk about how does your parents meet? How does your parents meet? How does your grandparents meet? And then we come to a conclusion, right? Uh, they are all like forced marriage, like not parents, but like grandparents.
Forced marriage or arranged marriage? Wait,
Oh,
actually it's
It's
like
the same thing. No?
mostly it's the same thing lah.
Yeah.
I think it's a not tradition. Is it a tradition for
Mm.
I don't
I think
Okay,
it's more like back then, right? Back then.
yeah, it's like a culture
Yeah,
back then.
and some more back then you must have another half.
Mm,
They don't
and
really support single.
single because they want to like in Chinese call it 传宗接代.
Yes, they
And-
must have generations.
And I've also heard before like they want to like I'm sorry, it's in Chinese again. 门当户对. So it means like the
Status must be the same.
must be the same or similar level.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I don't think it works anymore
In-
this way.
In
like
this,
in this
especially in this
era.
generation.
Okay. So, have you ever encountered like any like younger generation, some of the actions that younger generations do, right, that you cannot tolerate?
That I cannot tolerate. I don't know, cry. No lah, no lah. Okay, I take it back. I don't know. What is something they do that would make me like petahan like that?
Mm.
I think not knowing how to do like basic stuff.
Such as
Wow, this is a very good question. A very good question that I have no answer to. How about you? What's something like that will trigger like make you like that when it comes to
really got a lot. Like
Huh?
younger, like not to say younger generation. I mean, in general, people who is on social media, but they are definitely younger than me. I can tell that based on the pictures, right? I don't like
Okay, give us one.
I don't like the fact that they like to take very sexy picture. Number one. And then number two, I don't understand the culture of wanting to get another half very badly.
Okay.
And the third thing that I don't understand is the type of what is it called? Attract how to say? I don't like the way they answer people. Because I realized, right?
Oh.
I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm not talking about everyone who is younger than me. But in general, I realize, right, as like younger they go, right, the more they don't know basic manners.
That's why I said this. I feel like this will link back to just how I said the strawberry generation,
Yeah.
where they get babied and protect too much, that they have lost like basic morals or manners, I would say.
Yeah. Because for me, right, maybe I've seen a lot of like younger generations.
Mm.
So I understand the fact that they want to have another half. But I don't think that the way of them getting is correct. Because I
Mm.
don't support I support you using Tinder. I support you finding someone through social media. But I don't support when you're underage.
This is underage that we're talking about.
It's something like that. So
Okay.
I don't support when you are underage. Means doesn't mean that now they are still underage, but in general, I just don't support if you do that when you're younger.
Mm.
And at the same time, taking sexy picture.
Actually, on the topic of this, I feel like a lot of like, I won't say kids lah, because teens are at least, okay. Back when I was like 14, 15, 16 like that, right? Personally lah, I don't know, maybe someone out there confirm they will go to like these places like nightlife. Like back then I don't have access to all these
Oh yeah, same.
nightlife. Yeah.
I think until I graduated from SPM, I still need to ask my mom.
See, like the difference. You can see like the difference, like of us growing up and versus the newer generation that
Yeah.
grows up. You know, like I go I can't recall when lah, but I went to like this well-known nightclub in KL.
Mhm.
It has 3 alphabet. Okay, I think you guys know.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with K, and then there's so many underage people
Really?
there. Like
Really?
you can just tell they are 15, 16.
I thought they would be cut like,
Okay, I don't want to get into trouble with this, but usually if you open a table,
no,
they
then
would
it's
they would let it slide. They
oh.
will let it slide. But even if you don't open a table, they will still let you go in if you don't look like a kid that much lah. Yeah.
Ah.
It's not obvious like they are underage, but you can just tell by the way of their outfit and
Mm.
the way they act or like
Mm.
talk. You just know like they're underage.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then like, how do I say this? Even like younger generation nowadays, right? Like a lot of them do online dating. Not the online dating and then become physical. It's just generally online dating.
Like they never want to come out and meet the people also.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just video call. How?
Well, actually on the topic of like online, right?
Mm.
Since there's so many like brain rot content now,
Mm-hmm.
like shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Did I mention about the AI videos, like the AI shorts?
Strawberlina.
Like I grew up watching Barney and Banana in pajamas. Like the kids now are literally watching AI fruit videos, and it's just not fruits. Got until gym equipment and electrical appliances already now. I literally
I only know it reached until urine and period.
this is even
And
worse.
water
What is
drop.
this? What?
That's why I told you. There's weird names. Urina. Perioda. It's like, not to say I watch it, it's because sometimes right the
It will show
content
up.
the thing is right, sorry not sorry, the content in the AI videos is very explicit.
Yeah.
Back then I watched Barney is I love you, you love me, we are happy family.
family.
And then I watched Barbie doing everything. Oh, and especially now Toy Story. I love Toy Story, guys. It's my childhood. Okay, so
Yeah.
like Toy Story, everything is like wow, wonderland. I feel like things like that, right, will make them have the inner child. Even until growing up, right, I feel like now I'm still having the inner child. Means seeing things like that, right, will still calm me down and make me feel happy, even though it's brainless.
Like nostalgia, memories, like that.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of this, when someone bring up about the Frozen movie, like Let It Go, you know,
Oh my god.
I have a core memory that me and my cousins, because I'm from Sabah, right?
Yeah.
That time we came to KL for a trip,
Mm.
and I remember explicitly we went to watch at, I think I forgot which cinema, but it's in KL. After we finished the Frozen, and then we went to get Baskin Robbins, and I got cotton candy flavor.
Oh, you still remember?
I still remember it's deeply rooted in my head.
Actually, I don't remember. I only remember. I actually, to be fair, right, I don't have like that much of a memory of something.
Mm.
But if you want to say like cartoon, right, I would say I always remember Minion.
Minion.
I love Minion. Okay, it's to be specific, Despicable Me 2 or Despicable Me 3. It's the Lucy one. Lucy is what? 3, right? 2. Okay, basically
I think it's two. I
Despicable
think it's
Me.
two.
And then that time, right, I didn't know all of the song. I only know I Swear is Underwear.
Underwear.
Yeah, I was like, underwear. And then until like my teacher was like saying, to be fair, this is I Swear, not Underwear. I was like, Minion told me it's Underwear.
Yeah, Minion is right. I'm just gonna listen to
Yeah,
Minion.
I love Minion. Ba. Okay.
Yeah. Since we talk about like the growing up.
Mm. I think right, growing up, the things that they are exposed and how they are treated since young, right, is actually plays a very big factor. Like how I mentioned at the very beginning, because right, not to all young parents, but generally, right, I don't understand like why when the kids is crying and their solution is throw them a phone. When they're very noisy jumping around, the solution is throw them a phone. Let them watch YouTube and
Or
they will
iPad.
sit down. And the
iPad.
fact that they will just feed them food, like they watching, right, like, and then they'll be like
Yeah.
really? Watch. Yeah, and then like not that they're appreciating the parents, but they're like that.
Yeah, and then they're just staring at the iPad.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is actually okay, I know I'm not in any position
Yeah,
to comment
exactly.
any like parenting like advice or anything. This is just my opinion, okay? I feel like eating, like having a meal together as a family will make the child feel like loved in a way,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like eating together as a family is like a very intimate and very bonding activity.
Mm.
Yeah, like especially eating at the dining table together.
Mm.
It's just
Especially it's round, right?
yeah, round, square, triangle, polygon, whatever lah, same lah. It's just like eating together,
Uh,
and then while eating, like the conversation you have
Uh.
during dinner is like quite, it's like very like soothing. Imagine you have a bad day and then you get home, you sit together with your family, and then everyone just sharing like a meal on the
Mhm,
table together.
mhm.
It's such a very meaningful thing. So I feel like growing up, I I'm very grateful to be able to have that experience.
But
Yes.
coming back to using the technology during food, what's your take on this?
Like newer gens using technology. I feel like we couldn't do anything, to be honest, because we're moving so fast. Like the society, the
Mhm.
world is so fast paced,
Mm.
and there's so many new technologies coming up, like new AI models, new like phones. Like phones, you can do professional photography already now. Last
Mm.
time you must use like a mirrorless camera or a DSLR,
I bought too much.
but now you can do it with your phone. Like
Not wrong lah.
simply do it with your
Just
phone.
open raw mode in
Yeah.
Apple.
And I feel like as long as there's like measures, proper measures like taken into consideration when
Mm.
kids are using this, because you just imagine the phone is the access to the world.
Mm.
So if a kid has a phone or access to the internet, they are exposed to the whole world.
Mm.
And the world is a bit scary.
Mm.
Let's not gonna lie. There's so many things going on. I won't go into details lah, but you guys know. But need to teach them, like guide them how to use it properly, or like use the parental control thingy. Like you know how you can control their screen time. You can even lock their phone.
But they will start screaming.
Then let them scream.
I let them scream.
Yeah. Scream one time, not enough. Scream two times. After the third time, they will already
But they
know.
will hate the parents afterwards.
I rather a kid hate a parent when they are young because they don't know anything, rather than them growing up, then after they grow up or when they are growing up, then the parents step in and control, then that hate maybe the child will like bring on. Okay, imagine rebellious stage.
Mm-hmm.
If your parents uh okay, if a parent controls a child, by control I mean like being a bit strict.
Mm.
Not control like you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, but strict. Let's say if you go out, you must tell me where you go, what time you
Mm.
come back,
Mm.
and you must come back at this time.
Mm.
I feel like it's fine
Mm.
because obviously we're young and stuff like that. They just do it for our own sake.
Mm.
But imagine when you are 30, 30 years old and then your parents is still doing that to you. And then one day you just decide, you know what? I'm a grown adult. I'm not gonna follow. Then if you only like start to be rebellious at this like this stage when you're like an adult already, doesn't it hurt more? Because I don't think I hold grudges
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to like me being mad about my parents when I'm young.
Mm.
Yeah, like I will remember like, oh, last time like they do this to me, but I won't be like, "Ugh, I hate them until now."
Not wrong lah. Same lah,
Yeah.
actually.
So I feel like parents don't have to be too scared about like their kids hating them or what.
No, because like I say, from what I observe, okay, like
Mm.
I don't judge anyone. I like how Bradley said, I'm at nowhere. I'm not standing at any position. Obviously, I don't have a kid yet. So I don't really know how does parents think. But
Mm.
in general, I would say like how we are treated back then and how like I see kids are treated back then, it's like very different. Back then
Mm.
it's like we will be scared of the parents.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like the
yeah.
parents is scared of the kid.
Yeah.
That is one of the things that I would say it's kind of weird
Weird.
because back then I remember my mom will take the rotan and then
Ah.
like smack me.
Mm.
Like I think it's kind of Asian family hanger lah. Obviously, use the hanger and so on. Maybe
Belt.
hit the palm
Yeah.
or something. So like, but the generation nowadays, right? If the moment you start hitting them, right, I think next thing is they'll call the police.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, this is very subjective and controversial, but I think it's too sensitive and a bit too woke.
Mm,
Like this whole era.
mm,
Yeah. But since talking about like getting like growing up with those experiences,
mhm,
right? Here I have like one not uncomfortable but like
mm,
a very off question.
mm,
Uh, to the listeners that are listening, if
mm,
you comment down below like your thoughts. Okay, so here's one uncomfortable one.
mm,
Is growing up faster actually a good thing,
mm,
or have we just been conditioned to admire it because it looks like productivity and awareness?
mm.
What did we lose by growing up as fast as we did?
I would say growing up faster depends on what is the growing up definition. If you say getting matured faster,
Mm.
then it's a good thing. Okay? Because getting matured doesn't mean you lost your inner child. It's just that because you're exposed to so many things, so you kind of know how to react when something happens. That is what I consider as growing up faster, like being matured faster. If today you're growing up faster is basically you trying to dress like an adult, like looking like an adult
Just
when you're like
outer
just
layer lah.
outer layer looking like an adult, but internally you're still think, and then you think that you are very matured. You think that you already grew up. Then that is where I think this is a bad thing because you would tend to throw away your childhood. You wish that you were never a child. Means you don't appreciate that part of your like that part of the journey like
Like,
that.
not really acknowledging the
Yeah.
childhood part lah.
Because I think in general, right, life is a process.
Mm.
So growing up itself should be a slow, not to say slow process, it should be a normalized process. You get what I mean? So anyhow, right, you must go through certain phase for you to reach maturity state.
Mm.
Okay. So if growing up is maturity, means I think it's a good thing. And anyhow you still have something that you admire as a child, something that makes you happy easily.
Mm.
Okay. But if today you're growing up, it's just the outer layer. Means that let's say today, I like to play Barbie doll. Okay, to be fair, even today until now, right, anyone buy me a soft toy, I'll still be so happy. Buy me just a flower, I'll be so happy. There's nothing such as need to buy me Dior, Chanel, whatever luxurious. But there are younger generations who thinks that happiness is when I get those. If you give me like something that is like not that valuable,
Something small.
I'll just throw it away.
Mm.
No, I don't think that is growing up, but they think that they grow up. That's the problem.
Right.
So
I
what
feel
about
like-
you?
I feel like social media plays social media plays a really big role in this as well because like
Mm.
monkey see monkey do.
Yeah.
So if they see their friend post about like their designer stuff, so they will feel like, oh, maybe I have to get the same thing to
Mm.
belong. But they are only like 16, 17 and they are expecting like to get designer gifts just because they see someone their age or classmate posted about it. Yeah. So I feel this is like still social media is still like the biggest
And I
factor.
feel like generation nowadays they easily jealous,
Mm.
like envy. Not in a bad. Not there are like I say there is pros and cons.
Pros and
If
cons.
today you're envy and then you try to fight for it, then that's the pro. Means because of that you are getting better.
It's like a motivation.
you're-
Use it as a motivation.
yeah. But if today you're envy and then after that you decided to
Fit in.
whine and fit in, like trying your best to fit in. Like for instance, I'm from a poor family and then he's like damn rich, and then I see him having designer perfume, and then I
I
tried to fit in, so I go buy a designer perfume as well.
Mm.
But end up I have no money left.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that is one of the things that I would say growing up, depending on what's the definition of growing up.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay, I think we've discussed quite a handful of it today.
Mhm.
So to wrap up the episode, one thing you'd want a Gen Alpha kid to hear right now, not advice, just something you want them to hear. You go and then I go.
Put down your phone, get a digital detox, and look at the world outside.
I love the word digital detox. For me, listen to your parents. Don't skip tuition. Yeah, don't skip tuition. You know why? Oh my gosh, about this, kids now, if they go tell their parents, I want to skip tuition, the parents will happily let them skip tuition. Personally, my parents will let me do that.
My parents will kill me. They'll
If
be like, you die, go tuition.
if I do that, I feel like my skin will come off. You know? So yeah, so and be educate yourself more. You know, you guys grow up. You guys are born into the technology world.
Mm.
We grew up with the technology,
Mm.
so you guys are born in it. So make good use of the information you
Yes.
guys have access to, and be a better person than me or us
Yes.
or me. Yeah. So I think that's it for this episode. And if you haven't if you haven't checked out our previous episodes, we are on YouTube and Spotify every Thursday, 8 p.m. at campusedit.my.
And also don't forget to follow us at Campus Edit at Instagram. And also don't forget to subscribe our channel if you really like our podcast. And we will see you again next week. Bye bye.
Bye.